Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video, and this time around I have an unboxing to share with you guys of the limited edition, what should I call this, Star Wars Battlefront Darth Vader Edition PS4. Here's the box in its entirety. There's the side. Over here you can see what the contents are, and as you can tell, I've already taken the inner box out. There's the back of it. It shows you as well what download vouchers there are within the box down here at the bottom, and a couple of screenshots from the game. And then that is the other side of it there. And then top and bottom for those of you that might care as well, but there's nothing too interesting over there. But yeah, that's just the outer box of it right there. But the inner box is just this plain white box that says PS4 and Sony at the corner there, and it says PS4 and Sony all around the box on all sides. So now there's a flap on each side, so I'm going to go ahead and open this flap here first. Right over here, I'm just trying to support it on my side. Over here, first thing in here that I can find is the controller that comes with it. And this here as well is supposed to be a limited edition controller, designed different from the typical PS4 controller. That's it right there. As you can see here on the touchpad, it actually says Star Wars. Might be a little difficult to get it, but let's see if I can angle it correctly there. It says Star Wars right across the touchpad right there, and also the rest of it is colored in a kind of interesting way. There's a single red button on that side, and the D-pad is red itself, and R1 and L1 are blue and red. But otherwise it looks like a standard PS4 controller. I haven't held one of these other than the ones at the kiosks in stores, so it's definitely a different feeling in hand compared to those ones, because those are well used, and they also have like big bulky like security devices around them so that you don't steal them. But I definitely like the design of this, and I suppose the only downside is that it has this sort of shiny, glossy black plastic on the front of it here, so it might get fingerprinty and smudgy and stuff, but oh well, that's the controller there. Let's see what else is in the box on this side. There are a couple of cables here, a very small headset, like an earbud. Probably not going to use that. USB charging cable for the controller. That's fine. I have tons of those though. There's also an HDMI cable, which thank God they decided to include this time. I actually don't know if PS4 still works with AV or if it's HDMI only, but I mean the PS3 they really should have included an HDMI cable with it, but they didn't. And then the power cable as well, pretty standard. I guess all the good stuff is in the other end of the box, so let me just go ahead and close up this side of it and flip over to the other side of the box. I hear something rattling around already. That must be the game, so let's try and see what is making that rattling noise. So I'm going to try to pull out the console here. Kind of stiff in there. And yeah. Just so many boxes to deal with. This is getting to be very tricky in terms of unboxings. Typically, when I have done unboxings of things in the past, they're usually for smaller items. So, this is proving to be a little difficult. Anyways, there's a styrofoam kind of sheet thing here, and The console looks just absolutely beautiful. I'm very happy to get this. So basically, there is the top of it. It has the Darth Vader design on it, and it might be hard to tell, but in all the negative space around Darth Vader, there's actually the words Star Wars. There you can kind of see it in the light there. Star Wars written all around it, and it's very subtle, so you don't see it from certain angles. So that's a plus, I suppose. And then otherwise, it's a pretty standard PS4. It's 500 gigabytes. I know the Call of Duty one, I think Black Ops 3, is supposed to be 1 terabyte, which would be better. But I'm not entirely certain, but I think that I heard that the 1 terabyte hard drive is not upgradable, so at least with this one here, you can technically open it up and upgrade the hard drive. So let's just take a look at the back. I've never actually seen the back of a PS4 before. It has the power input there, digital out, optical, auxiliary, HDMI out, and you can get a wired internet connection as well with this, so that's definitely a plus. I'm definitely going to connect it directly to my internet rather than use Wi-Fi, because the Wi-Fi should be a lot worse, at least for my situation. But yeah, it looks pretty nice all around. I don't think there's anything necessarily off about it. Let's see what the deal is over here. I think that's just a foot. Actually, I'm not entirely certain what that is. Oh yeah, it's just, I was like trying to figure out, trying to figure out what that little bit of plastic at the top there is. It's kind of hard to make out. It's just a little ridge here. I suppose maybe that has to do with the vertical stand. Maybe it helps like anchor it in, but who knows. Anyways, that was the console. And now, let's see, paperwork. There is the Star Wars Classics voucher. Yeah, voucher. It is for Super Star Wars, Star Wars Racer Revenge, Star Wars Bounty Hunter, and Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. My understanding of this is that if you bought this bundle, then you get access to these games right now. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to purchase these games for several months. I think 6 months or so, but I could be wrong about this. This is just sort of hearsay. I haven't heard this information from a reputable source. I've just heard other people talking about this, but oh well, that's 4 extra games. Even though there are classic titles that for the most part I already own, it's still nice to have that sort of added bonus there. Next up is the quick start guide and probably some safety precautions and stuff like that in a little plastic baggie there that I will never open. And a copy of Star Wars Battlefront Deluxe Edition. I don't know what the difference is between, say, this version and I suppose the standard version. If anybody out there knows, please let me know in the comment section below. I might as well just go ahead and open this now. If I can manage to open it up, that is, because this plastic wrap is just terrible to try to open up, especially if you have no nails. Let's see. For all I know, there could just be like download codes for something in here. Other than that, I'm not entirely certain. Let's see. Yeah, so it has a download code here for a DL44 pistol, ion grenade, and ion torpedo, as well as an ion shock emote and a victory emote. That's what downloadable content comes with the deluxe edition. Then there's also an ad for the season pass in there, and also a very thin but still existent manual for the game itself. It kind of sucks that games no longer really have manuals with them, but oh well, what can you do? People want to save money. There's the game itself, sideways in the case there, and I'm gonna have to definitely get around to playing this as soon as possible, but sadly I am not able to play this tonight. Basically, that's what you get inside the new Darth Vader Star Wars Battlefront PS4. Pretty nice looking system, pretty nice looking controller. Hopefully they don't attract too much dust. And you also get 4 classic games on digital download and a physical copy of the deluxe edition of the new Star Wars Battlefront game as well, which is definitely nice that they included a physical copy of the game. Anyways, that's it. That's my unboxing of the Darth Vader PS4. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, website. They're all linked in the description below. And I'm also running a 500 subscribers contest right now. Enter if you'd like. The link to the video for the contest is in the description below as well. And I suppose that's it. If you have any other sort of questions about the console, its contents, or anything else, just again, put it in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. And that's it. See ya.